I'm an engineer, and we were thinking this afternoon with Elena what to ask you. And we would like to ask you what's the solution and how we can build a relationship between, in general, parents and a child, or more in general between fellow Jews in a community, when the relationship is broken, is in some way corrupted, or there is some difficulties in the path between these two people.
I try to take lessons in parenthood from the one up there. Because Hu Avinu, he is our father. And Banim Atem Lashem Elokechem, we are his children. And I don't for one moment speak about you, I only speak about me. But I know I disappoint him every single day. And somehow Hashem is very patient with us. I once said that the Arba Banim, the 4 children of the Haggadah, should not be thought of as 4 children. They should be thought of as one person. And these are the stages we go through as we grow up. We begin very young, we don't know how to ask a question. Then we become able to ask a question, but we are dumb. It's a simple question, and we can only understand simple answers. And then comes the Rasha, the teenage rebellion. In some cases, belated teenage rebellion, because there are no time limits for this. And eventually, we hope we return to becoming Chachamim. There are always moments when children will seek to break away from their parents, sometimes in a less religious direction, sometimes in a more religious direction. And it is very, very painful. Very painful. And there are really only 2 things we can do. Number 1, love them anyway. Love them anyway. Unconditionally. Number 2, to let them see how much we love Judaism. Yeah? I once said, Rasha Mahu Omer, this child that we think is a rebel, what is he really saying? Maha avoda hazot lachem. What does this Judaism mean to you? Mom, Dad, I know what it's supposed to mean to me. You gave me a Jewish teacher. You sent me to a Jewish school. But in school, I learned you have to keep kosher, and I see when you go out to a restaurant, you don't. You wanted me to learn about Judaism, but I know if I told you I just got into Oxford or Harvard, you'd be thrilled. And if I told you I want to go to yeshiva, you'd say, my son, the fanatic. Ma avoda hazot lachem. I know what it's supposed to mean to me, but what does it really mean to you? And you have to show your children Judaism means something to you. My late father, Oliver Shalom, left school at 14, came from a very poor family. My late mother, of blessed memory, had to leave school at 16. They didn't know. They couldn't teach us. I am a family of Arba Banim, of 4 boys. But one thing was sure. I knew when my father went to shul, he walked upright. He was proud to be a Jew. My mother used to go and make kiddush in the shul. They were Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha. They were in Hashem's house, they were happy. That love taught me more than any education would ever teach me. Or if I can quote the English poet, William Wordsworth, who wrote in the prelude, what we love others will love, and we will show them how. So those are the two formulae. Number one, love your children even if they do things that upset you. And number two, show them that you really love these values, that you want them to. And eventually, they will come back. Have faith that they will come back. And for the rest, it's painful. But lefum tsara agra, or as Lahavdil Jane Fonda used to say, no pain, no gain.